For what we've seen, now it's Xbox for the win. Sony has a bigger problem than Xbox. You know it never fails. You try to speak on certain issues within the gaming industry only to get trolls that appear in time. They acquire these certain type of flip-floppers that they used to not like, that they used to hate with a passion, right? But now that they flip-flop and they talk just as silly as they do, they accept them. And the funny part about it is, when you see them prostituting like that heavy in these gaming streets, it's so funny, it's so hilarious that they come out and they say anything. So when you're on your post chilling, or you're visiting somebody else's, you're just reading, you see them pull up and they make some stupid comment, just laugh at them. And at the same time, move on. They like some of the saddest people we know out here. It's just comical. Laugh at them, keep your stroll on, man. Enjoy your night. Go out there, hit your strip, man. Enjoy your city. Put on for your city, man. And listen, the new legal's going to put on for his city. That city's called Xbox. And this was not really going to be about Xbox. I'm going to have a little talk with my PlayStation fans. It's time to have a little talk with you guys. So get on in, buckle up, and let's take a stroll through the hood. Is it me, or has all the narratives been destroyed now? I mean, all of them. Let's do a quick recap. There's no more talks about power, because PS4 lost that with the X1. No more talks about resolution, because the X1 took that. There's no more talks about HDR, because the S took that. There's no more talks about the size, because the S took that. There's no more talks about subscriptions, because Live took that. There's no more talks about services, because Game Pass took that. And now that the umbrella has formed for Xbox, Xbox Series X, xCloud, and Windows PC, there's no more talks about games. Now that the Sony event is finally over and we have a better view on things to come from the PlayStation 5's future, there's just one thing left that hasn't been brought to the light or even has a narrative. So let's make one. Why are so many PlayStation fans confused right now, as if they don't know how Sony works after all these years? Inch by inch, they shell you out information, but at times that really counted. The way they've been acting about the PlayStation 5 isn't a true surprise to anyone. And since they still act as if we don't know what's really got them, then let's step into the light. The curse of the PlayStation 3 has finally arrived, along with the Sony smoke and mirror tactics. After the aftermath of being caught by watchdogs internationally, Sony being sued for doing wrong to their own customers is just an old reflection of who they are within the PlayStation community. With that truth, their base goes around silent about it, as if silence will say it doesn't happen. With that silence, though, they walk around in the dark, hoping for something that can get them away from all of this, and it's called the price. The price to pay being a PlayStation fan. The lights are on now, and it's all eyes on PlayStation 5's price. We are seeing all kinds of stuff right now. Pre-order sightings, Target sightings, websites, all kinds of places just putting up numbers for the PlayStation 5. And the reason for all of these things happening is because the price is very sensitive every time it has come down to a PlayStation reveal. You are going to see those in denial, but the truth is, no matter how you slice it, we know that the cheaper comes with less and more expensive comes with more. So if you see a PlayStation 5 out there for $399, it won't have what you need, like your SSD, at least 2 games, and an extra controller. When you add that up, it's just 2 games? That's well over $100. SSDs, I'm going to say between $59 and $99. And that extra controller, another $69. That's easy $300 right there. And we aren't even going to mention a bundle console. This generation is going to be about investments. Where is Sony's back compat solution at? The answer to that is yet another smoke and mirror situation, just like the Miles Morales Spider-Man game. But the answer to the question is there's not a true back compat solution. The solution is abandon and regain. The problem? There's 110 million fans who still enjoy their games and haven't even finished the ones they have. Now there's no moving forward with all of their invested time into the brand. That right there makes for fewer and fewer gameplay fun for their future, not to mention their lack of next generation games that are getting added to their libraries by way of, you guessed it, remasters. With those remasters, you are asking your base to buy the same exact game again with really no true next gen level of excitement now that the Xbox has been doing 4K 60 for 2.5 years now. You can see them putting up a good fight all these years with the help of the biased industry who makes themselves known from time to time. It's just Xbox that keeps coming, no matter the situation. With the Xbox Series X not long away, you can feel the concerns of success of it having a shakeup unlike no other in gaming history. Xbox will be in too many areas of gaming to even be stopped soon, and all these talks about speed will even be put to rest. Just one narrative to fall after another is all that is going to happen. PlayStation 5 had a little steam, just a little, but have you noticed there's no talks of teraflops anymore? They could no longer stretch it. And as the chessboard becomes more and more desolate of pieces, it's Xbox that has to move in the right places now. It's clear to who it is that moves console gaming the furthest. That is no longer an illusion. Next generation will not only be about speed, as if Xbox won't be fast, we too will move seamless in our worlds and gameplay. The smoke and mirror about that for some reason Xbox won't be able to showcase speed is just laughable. Not only will it showcase it, but it'll be showcased along with other true next generational features that will only be exclusive to Xbox. Even lighting effects will be on another level. Xbox doesn't need smoke and mirrors for its future. They have been loud, bold, and transparent. Every time something comes out about PlayStation having or doing this, you see no time with the people of Xbox cleaning things up as they should. Now that we wait for the final piece of surprise to show itself, the price. Because even with all that we've seen, Sony hasn't came out yet and made anything official. The biggest moment for Xbox is next month, in my opinion, leading us to some reveals of some great first-party games. And might I take a second to remind everyone that we still have 5 months to go. So whether that really takes place as a fulfillment or not, I don't think Xbox won't show any, but I just think that they need to show as many as they can and show it for the hardcore gamers. But even though for the benefit of the Xbox Series X, it may come sooner with a late November or early November release date. Even knowing that, there might even be another console SKU on the horizon that can even be more powerful than the Series X. If the Series X price beats the PlayStation 5's, now that we know there's 2 of the same kind, Microsoft could even have a more powerful console in store once Sony starts putting these console bundles out. What if Microsoft just puts out a more powerful console to compete with the bundle price of PlayStation 5? That would be insane, since Microsoft with money is not even a concern. As we get closer to the reveal, we don't have anything to worry about, in my opinion, as far as price, power, and performance. It's going to be a smooth ride, people, as we celebrate as a great community. The PlayStation 5 approach, just in my opinion, was simply not a good one. Thank you all for taking your time to come check me out on Di-RRec Gaming. This has been the New Legal. Until next time, guys, keep it gaming.